American soldiers in World War II uniforms storming through dark concrete bunkers filled with ominous laboratory equipment, thunderclouds rolling overhead as they discover hidden Nazi research facilities with glowing document cabinets and mysterious scientific apparatus. Grim-faced intelligence officers cataloguing classified documents in secret laboratories, their faces illuminated by flickering candlelight as they preserve experiments and blueprints that should never see daylight, surrounded by shadowed evidence of unspeakable research. Nazi scientists in concentration camp uniforms being transported aboard aircraft to mysterious destinations, their eyes holding secrets of human enhancement research, while classified documents flow like ghostly streams through the air around them. Enhanced human subjects displaying supernatural capabilities, soldiers fighting without fatigue, workers surviving impossible conditions, their bodies glowing with unnatural energy in research facilities where the boundaries of human potential are being violated. Multiple nations competing for Nazi secrets as Soviet, British and Swiss agents hunt for the same research, their flag symbols circling like vultures around a central glowing research facility, while scientists try to destroy or protect the dangerous knowledge. The modern continuation of hidden research as contemporary laboratories containing 21st century technology merge with vintage Nazi equipment, showing how the experiments that began in World War II laboratories continue to influence our world today through shadowy government programs. Library archives with golden light filtering through tall windows, where dusty books and restricted file cabinets glow ominously with red, restricted stamps, while researchers in 1,940 seconds clothing attempt to access torn-out pages missing from historical records. Government buildings with mysterious file transfers happening in shadowed corridors, where thousands of pages of classified research move through air vents and secret passages, vanishing into offices that don't exist according to official records. Black-budget military facilities where Medical Research Division 721 transforms into Project Prometheus through floating bureaucratic documents, with classified programs disappearing into vaults surrounded by swirling mist and hidden government seals. Dr. Elizabeth Murphy, a determined female analyst in 1,990 seconds attire, surrounded by glowing evidence and classified files as she discovers the chilling truth about continued Nazi research, her face illuminated by the revelation that experiments were expanded and refined. Enhanced human subjects glowing with supernatural energy in sterile laboratory chambers, displaying capabilities that border on superhuman parameters, subjects who can survive lethal conditions while their biological measurements show readings beyond normal human parameters. The systematic suppression of dangerous knowledge as files disappear into government vaults, while the survivors themselves become living evidence, representing blueprints for human enhancement that are too dangerous for normal scientific oversight, but impossible to completely hide. Dr. Heinrich Weber, as a young medical researcher discovering classified files in a dimly lit archive, his face illuminated by forbidden medical records showing individuals with unexplained biological characteristics, while shadowy figures in suits watch from the corners. Systematic sabotage as laboratory equipment fails mysteriously around Dr. Weber, with broken machinery and disappearing research materials while his car sits tampered in the background, all orchestrated by invisible hands within government networks. Dr. Sarah Chen, Dr. Marcus Thompson, and Dr. Akira Sato in different countries, Canada, Britain, Japan, simultaneously discovering genetic markers and psychological profiles, their research floating through the air like ghostly evidence, while government surveillance networks track their movements. Coordinated suppression across continents as fake peer reviews, revoked funding, and career destruction attack the whistleblowers simultaneously, with their destroyed careers represented by broken academic symbols and floating, classified stamps stamping out their legitimate research. The psychological warfare machine in action, showing sophisticated information warfare with fake documents, black operations agents, and shadowy networks coordinating to destroy lives across multiple countries through reputation, assassination, and financial pressure. The survivors under surveillance as Dr. Weber re-emerges from the shadows, his life monitored by invisible government agents, while the subjects of Nazi experiments continue to exist as living proof, representing knowledge that desperately wants to remain buried, but can never be completely destroyed. Nazi scientists in dark underground Berlin bunkers, surrounded by glowing blueprints and medical diagrams, plotting the creation of a new human species, while swastikas and genetic engineering charts cover the walls, their faces illuminated by the cold light of their revolutionary research. Thousands of Nazi scientists working with unlimited funding in grand laboratories, surrounded by enhanced human subjects displaying supernatural capabilities, soldiers with glowing eyes showing no fear, workers functioning without sleep, their bodies radiating unnatural strength and endurance. American officials after the war, carefully cataloguing the same Nazi genetic research in classified archives, their faces showing the moral compromise of inheriting research deemed too valuable to destroy, with "top secret" stamps marking the documentation of human enhancement blueprints. Military hive mind experiments where individual soldiers' minds connect through glowing neural networks to create collective consciousness, their bodies synchronized as one unit, while commanders in the background control their enhanced thinking and shared strategic intelligence. Consciousness transfer laboratories, where scientists attempt to move memories and thoughts between human subjects like biological data, with floating consciousness symbols and programmed behavioral patterns being installed into compliant subjects like biological machines. The ultimate achievement of Nazi enhancement research, superhuman beings created through genetic manipulation, displaying capabilities that shouldn't exist in normal humans, their enhanced bodies glowing with supernatural energy while representing the first generation of fundamentally different human beings. Dark concentration camp chambers, where Nazi scientists systematically strip away human consciousness through neural manipulation, with prisoners' minds being deconstructed and reconstructed like biological computers, their original identities dissolving into swirling psychological patterns. Psychological deconstruction chambers, where prisoners undergo systematic isolation and controlled environments, designed to eliminate natural personality traits through chemical interventions and behavioral programming, creating blank psychological slates ready for reprogramming. CIA MK Ultra agents studying Nazi consciousness research in 1,950 seconds laboratories, adapting the retraining process into modern interrogation techniques, while building on German psychological experiments to create programmable human subjects. Neural manipulation techniques in action, showing trigger phrases and programmed personalities being installed into subjects who switch between artificial identities like biological switches, their consciousness bypassing normal awareness to execute hidden commands. The creation of programmable entities where subjects retain their physical bodies but possess completely manufactured personalities, appearing normal to casual observers while functioning as controlled agents with artificial memories and manufactured psychological profiles. Modern agencies inheriting Nazi consciousness research, showing classified programs using the same neural manipulation techniques to create controlled humans whose consciousness has been systematically replaced with programming, representing the ultimate goal of programmable humans achieved through scientific consciousness manipulation. Nazi scientists in sterile laboratories conducting experiments on children and infants, their faces hidden behind clinical masks, while young subjects undergo systematic genetic manipulation, surrounded by medical equipment that appears both advanced and sinister in golden ecclesiastical lighting. Children raised as living laboratories in controlled environments, their every action monitored through glowing observation systems, with innocent children displaying unnatural mathematical abilities and accelerated cognitive development while researchers analyze their enhanced capabilities. The systematic removal of childhood as acceleration protocols show children solving complex problems at impossibly young ages, their innocence being systematically replaced with predetermined behavioral patterns that make them function as perfect scientific specimens. Child subjects whose fundamental human nature has been systematically altered, love, fear, creativity, and personal identity being eliminated through conditioning protocols that transform children into living experiments without their awareness of their original selves. surviving child subjects from Nazi experiments integrated into American classified programs, showing adults who retain their enhanced childhood capabilities while carrying the burden of their systematic modification, still functioning as living laboratories for human enhancement research. The modern legacy of accelerated human development as enhanced individuals who survived Nazi conditioning continue to exist today, their enhanced capabilities representing proof that human potential can be scientifically engineered to exceed natural biological constraints while maintaining their disturbing connection to systematic child modification. American laboratories in the Cold War era, where Nazi scientists work alongside American researchers in classified facilities, their work funded by black-budget operations with budgets exceeding the Manhattan Project, while classified documents flow through secret channels. Secret research facilities where human enhancement experiments continue under American oversight, with living laboratories containing former Nazi subjects and American researchers collaborating on super soldier technologies, while congressional oversight remains deliberately excluded. Project 112 and other classified programs as floating bureaucratic documents transforming Nazi research into American military operations, with Cold War intelligence agencies systematically incorporating German discoveries into parallel programs with completely different names. Elite American forces displaying enhanced capabilities that trace back to Nazi research, with soldiers possessing super soldier characteristics that would have been impossible under normal circumstances, showing the practical application of inherited human enhancement technologies. The incorporation process, as American intelligence, systematically identifies Nazi research priorities and creates parallel programs that continue human enhancement research without political complications, with classified boundaries protecting research too dangerous for standard oversight. Technologies classified beyond even black-budget programs, representing experiments so radical that admitting their existence would fundamentally change how humanity understands itself, with research boundaries pushed beyond anything considered possible under normal ethical constraints. Nazi death camp chambers transforming into CIA MK-Ultra laboratories, where consciousness control techniques inherited from German experiments are refined into systematic methods for personality reconstruction, with scientists perfecting psychological warfare that makes torture seem primitive. Systematic personality deconstruction, where human identity is broken down completely and rebuilt according to predetermined specifications, showing intelligence operatives whose original personalities have been erased and replaced with artificial programming that makes them function as living weapons. Trigger phrase, activation as subjects, switch between programmed personalities on command, their consciousness bypassing normal psychological processes, while neural manipulation techniques install artificial memories and manufactured behavioral patterns into compliant human vessels. Deep cover agents, as programmable humans whose free will has been eliminated entirely, functioning as biological machines, with consciousness completely replaced by predetermined responses that activate them like weapons when triggered by specific psychological commands. Consciousness control techniques in modern intelligence operations, showing sleeper agents who retain their physical bodies but possess completely different psychological profiles, capable of executing assassination missions while appearing normal to casual observers. The perfected process of human programming as America's intelligence agencies inherit Nazi consciousness manipulation techniques that fundamentally change intelligence operations, creating programmable humans whose consciousness has been systematically replaced with artificial programming that eliminates the distinction between weapon and human. A shadowy laboratory scene from the 1940 seconds, with Nazi scientists in white coats examining genetic charts and DNA helixes drawn with occult symbols, their faces hidden in dramatic chiaroscuro lighting that suggests the forbidden nature of their research. Modern American genetic research facility from the 1960 seconds, showing scientists in sterile environments working with advanced biotechnology equipment, microscopes revealing genetic structures that mirror Nazi racial classifications, with classified documents marked Project Continuation visible on desks. A split-screen composition showing Nazi genetic charts from the 1940 seconds fading into modern DNA manipulation diagrams from the 1990 seconds, with red arrows connecting the two timelines, and Latin inscriptions about perfecting the human race, overlaid with modern bioethics warnings. A Cold War-era underground facility with American and Nazi scientists collaborating around genetic modification equipment, their faces illuminated by the blue glow of computers displaying genetic code, with architectural symbols of both nations merged on the walls. Modern genetic engineering laboratory, where scientists are conducting enhancement procedures, with holographic displays showing human DNA being manipulated according to pre-war Nazi racial theories, while contemporary bioethics committee members observe through observation windows in the background. A prophetic vision showing the future consequences of genetic research continuity, a dystopian society where genetic enhancement creates a new master race, with enhanced humans ruling over unmodified populations, all rendered in the style of Renaissance paintings depicting the Last Judgment. Ancient alchemical laboratory from Nazi Germany, showing scientists in ceremonial robes conducting cellular regeneration experiments, with mystical symbols and occult diagrams covering the walls, while test subjects appear to be aging backwards in glass tanks filled with luminescent fluid. Ultra-classified underground facility from the Cold War era, displaying Nazi immortality research files marked with skull and crossbones warnings, with scientists in hazmat suits examining cellular samples that glow with unnatural vitality, while the architectural design suggests this knowledge is too dangerous even for secure storage. A dramatic before and after comparison showing an elderly Nazi subject whose cellular structure regenerates from aged, wrinkled skin to youthful vitality in real time, with DNA helixes and biological clocks visibly reversing, surrounded by mystical energy patterns that suggest the intervention transcends normal scientific understanding. Modern secret government facility where immortal enhanced individuals live in isolation, their centuries-old faces bearing the weight of accumulated knowledge, while society below remains unaware, with architectural elements suggesting both protection and imprisonment of those who possess the secrets of eternal life. A philosophical vision of immortality's consequences, a gathering of enhanced individuals who have lived for centuries, their altered nature evident in their unnatural longevity and accumulated wisdom, while they debate whether humanity is ready for such transformative power, rendered in the style of Renaissance paintings about divine judgment. The ultimate secret vault containing the immortality research, sealed behind multiple layers of protection with warnings in multiple languages about the catastrophic implications of this knowledge, while ghostly images of ancient immortals peer through the barriers, suggesting that death itself has been conquered, but at a terrible cost. Nazi military laboratory, where scientists in white coats conduct biological modifications on muscular test subjects, with equipment measuring superhuman strength and endurance, while the subjects display unnatural physical enhancements beyond normal human limitations in dramatic chiaroscuro lighting. A super soldier in Nazi uniform demonstrating supernatural combat capabilities, carrying impossible equipment loads while surviving extreme environmental conditions, with blood effects suggesting bullet wounds that don't incapacitate the enhanced warrior, rendered in the style of medieval battle manuscripts. Cold War military training facility, where American and Nazi scientists collaborate on psychological modification programs, using electrodes and conditioning equipment on unconscious subjects, with hidden architectural symbols suggesting the fusion of different national military philosophies. Modern elite special forces soldier displaying enhanced capabilities inherited from Nazi research operating in extreme conditions without fatigue, with tactical gear and weapons, suggesting superhuman endurance and precision, while the background shows the military compound where such enhancements are perfected. A psychological manipulation scene, showing a super soldier's mind being conditioned to eliminate fear and hesitation, with neural diagrams and conditioning charts displaying the systematic elimination of human survival instincts, rendered in the style of Renaissance paintings about divine possession. Evolution timeline comparing Nazi super soldiers to modern elite forces, showing biological enhancement techniques passing through decades of classified research, with red arrows connecting past experiments to present-day military programs that have achieved what the Nazis could only dream of creating. Nazi laboratory, conducting psychic warfare experiments where scientists use mystical equipment and electrodes to develop telepathic abilities in test subjects, with occult symbols and energy patterns visible around subjects demonstrating supernatural communication, rendered in dramatic chiaroscuro lighting, suggesting forbidden knowledge. A psychic subject demonstrating remote viewing capabilities, their mind visualizing distant locations through ethereal energy streams, while scientific equipment measures brainwaves and consciousness patterns that transcend normal human perception, with mystical architectural elements suggesting access to information fields. Military intelligence operation using psychic abilities for espionage-enhanced agents, employing telepathic communication and precognitive abilities to gather classified information, with invisible mental energy waves connecting minds across vast distances, while conventional technology monitors the paranormal communications. Modern classified intelligence facility where psychic warfare programs continue in absolute secrecy, with contemporary scientists using advanced consciousness monitoring equipment to develop weaponized psychic abilities, while architectural elements suggest the fusion of Nazi research with current black-budget operations. A philosophical vision of consciousness as energy manipulation, showing the human mind directly interfacing with information fields and reality itself, with ethereal light patterns representing thoughts, emotions, and psychic powers flowing between subjects in the style of Renaissance paintings about divine energy. The ultimate weaponization of psychic abilities, enhanced individuals using supernatural powers for assassination, intelligence gathering, and battlefield advantage, with invisible mental forces transforming reality while the world remains unaware of these hidden superhuman capabilities, rendered in apocalyptic manuscript style, suggesting the end of conventional warfare. Underground laboratory network showing the migration of Nazi research from government archives to secret private facilities, with classified documents and scientific equipment moving through shadowy tunnels while corporate logos and billionaire symbols replace national emblems on the walls. Corporate pharmaceutical research facility, where scientists in business suits conduct human enhancement experiments without ethical oversight, with pharmaceutical logos and profit charts displayed alongside Nazi research diagrams, suggesting the commercialization of forbidden science for private gain. Private billionaire-funded research complex where wealthy benefactors fund extreme human enhancement projects beyond government control, with luxury architectural elements masking underground laboratories where enhanced superhumans are created through techniques too dangerous for public oversight. Parallel scientific communities conducting banned experiments in legal grey areas, with researchers operating under false institutional affiliations while secret societies of scientists exchange classified knowledge through coded communications, their work creating enhanced humans that exist outside normal legal frameworks. Technology companies secretly developing consciousness modification and life extension technologies derived from Nazi research, with sleek modern corporate headquarters hiding underground facilities where the boundaries between human and enhanced being are crossed through private funding beyond all ethical constraints. The ultimate conspiracy, a network of secret research operations so well funded and insulated that even intelligence agencies cannot monitor their activities, with enhanced individuals created through techniques that make them beyond government oversight, rendered in apocalyptic manuscript style, suggesting a new world order controlled by privately enhanced elites. Corporate boardroom where pharmaceutical executives negotiate the acquisition of Nazi psychological conditioning research, with Nazi scientific documents being converted into modern pharmaceutical patents, while pharmaceutical logos replace swastika symbols on official documents, suggesting the commercialization of human manipulation techniques. Technology company headquarters, where Nazi neural enhancement research is integrated into addictive social media interfaces, with computer screens displaying addictive user engagement patterns that mirror psychological conditioning charts from Nazi experiments, while corporate logos transform into mystical symbols suggesting the manipulation of consciousness. Consumer advertising agency using Nazi subliminal messaging research to create marketing campaigns, with subliminal images and psychological manipulation techniques embedded in modern advertisements, while the architecture suggests the fusion of Nazi propaganda methods with contemporary consumer culture. Fitness and wellness companies selling Nazi enhancement research as lifestyle products, with enhanced individuals demonstrating superhuman capabilities through commercial fitness programs, while the marketing materials hide the true origins of the enhancement techniques being sold to unwitting consumers. Modern retail environments where consumer behavior is systematically manipulated through techniques derived from Nazi research, with shoppers moving through stores following psychological conditioning patterns, while invisible neural manipulation techniques shape purchasing decisions and lifestyle choices. The ultimate corporate conspiracy: global corporations using Nazi manipulation techniques to control human behavior on an unprecedented scale, with invisible networks of psychological conditioning spreading through social media, advertising, and entertainment, creating a society where individual consciousness is systematically shaped by private corporate interests. Split-screen comparison showing Nazi genetic laboratories from the 1940 seconds evolving into modern biotechnology facilities, with the same fundamental research techniques being applied across decades, while scientific methodology remains consistent despite changing ethical frameworks and terminology. Modern genetic engineering laboratory where scientists conduct life extension research using techniques originally developed in Nazi experiments, with DNA manipulation equipment and cellular enhancement technologies that mirror the enhancement methodologies first established in German laboratories. Contemporary neural enhancement facility, where researchers develop consciousness modification technologies using brain interface techniques that trace back to Nazi psychological experiments, with enhanced subjects displaying capabilities that were first demonstrated in Nazi test subjects. Ethical debate forum, where modern bioethics committees discuss human enhancement while viewing Nazi research documentation that shows the same concerns about genetic manipulation and consciousness modification that were considered too dangerous in the 1940 seconds. The realization of Nazi visions in modern science: enhanced humans created through biotechnology that achieves what Nazi scientists only dreamed of, with the same fundamental enhancement methodologies now considered revolutionary scientific advancement rather than classified research. Prophetic vision showing the future world created through the revival of Nazi research, humanity fundamentally transformed through genetic engineering, neural enhancement, and life extension technologies that realize the enhanced society envisioned by Nazi scientists, rendered in apocalyptic manuscript style, suggesting the completion of their vision. Hidden survivor walking through modern city streets while secretly displaying enhanced abilities, healing from injuries that should be permanent, processing information at superhuman speeds, while government surveillance equipment monitors every movement from surveillance vehicles and hidden cameras. Dr. Sarah Kim, examining classified medical records in a secure government facility, her face illuminated by the chilling revelation of biological enhancement markers that shouldn't exist in normal humans, while classified files reveal the existence of subjects with capabilities beyond human limitations. Secret government monitoring facility, where enhanced survivors are continuously tested and monitored despite living under new identities, with surveillance equipment tracking their superhuman capabilities while they appear to live normal lives in suburban environments, suggesting perpetual imprisonment disguised as freedom. Enhanced human survivor, demonstrating biological modifications, surviving extreme environmental conditions that should be lethal, displaying supernatural healing capabilities and cognitive processing speeds, while their ordinary appearance masks the radical scientific alterations that make them beyond normal human limitations. Living laboratory, where surviving subjects continue to be tested decades after their enhancement, their enhanced abilities defying medical explanations while secret research programs monitor their biological modifications, suggesting they are permanent proof that Nazi enhancement techniques were successful beyond anyone's admission. The ultimate revelation: enhanced survivors still alive today, carrying secrets about human potential that mainstream science refuses to acknowledge, their existence representing a new category of human being that shouldn't exist in normal society, rendered in apocalyptic manuscript style suggesting the creation of superhumans who walk among us. Corporate boardroom where enhanced business executives with superior cognitive abilities make decisions that affect global markets. Their enhanced nature hidden beneath ordinary business attire, while their enhanced capabilities give them unfair advantages over normal human competitors in the global economy. Government officials in positions of power displaying enhanced abilities, processing complex information at superhuman speeds, making prescient decisions, while their enhanced cognitive functions remain invisible beneath conventional political appearances, suggesting they possess capabilities beyond normal human limitations. Secret network of enhanced cultural figures and political leaders coordinating global influence from positions that appear completely normal to casual observers, with their enhanced abilities allowing them to manipulate events and outcomes, while maintaining ordinary public personas that mask their superhuman nature. Enhanced individuals creating unfair advantages in competition with regular humans, business leaders with supernatural market prediction abilities, politicians with enhanced decision-making capabilities, all concealed within conventional appearances that make their enhanced nature virtually impossible to detect while they secretly control aspects of modern life. A new category of human beings existing in parallel with normal society, enhanced elite, who possess capabilities that give them advantages over ordinary people, their fundamental differences from normal humans, hidden beneath social integration and ordinary appearances, while they form shadow networks of influence. The ultimate political conspiracy, enhanced individuals making decisions that affect billions of lives while concealing their enhanced abilities behind normal public appearances, representing a shadow class of superhumans who secretly control modern civilization, rendered in apocalyptic manuscript style, suggesting the end of human equality and the rise of enhanced governance. Government operations systematically eliminating enhanced survivors through staged accidents and mysterious deaths, with agents in dark suits orchestrating the coordinated purge of individuals who possessed evidence that human enhancement was possible, while classified documents show the systematic pattern of elimination. Dr. Michael Torres examining classified government files that document the purge of enhanced subjects who had escaped control, his face showing horror as he discovers staged accidents and disappearances that erased living proof of human enhancement capabilities beyond the 1,990 seconds. Enhanced survivors being eliminated through sophisticated methods that appeared completely natural, staged accidents, mysterious illnesses, and deaths that targeted specific individuals, just as their enhancement abilities became too obvious to hide from normal society. Government agents systematically eliminating not just original enhanced subjects but their enhanced descendants as well, ensuring that proof of successful human enhancement would die with the last witnesses who possessed evidence that enhancement techniques had worked beyond government control. Escapees from the purge living in hiding as nomads and forming small communities of enhanced individuals who collectively hide from government surveillance, representing living proof that human enhancement is possible while posing a threat to the social order that normal humans depend on. The ultimate horror of lost knowledge, crucial information about human potential being destroyed, along with the people who carried that knowledge, with ghost-like images of enhanced individuals vanishing from existence as government programs systematically erase all evidence that enhancement was ever possible, rendered in apocalyptic manuscript style suggesting the death of human evolution. Nazi laboratory, where scientists study quantum mechanics and human consciousness, with experimental subjects demonstrating reality manipulation through thought alone, quantum field diagrams and consciousness energy patterns, merging in mystical mathematical equations that suggest human minds can alter the fundamental structure of space-time. Reality manipulation through quantum consciousness research, with scientists developing technologies based on quantum field manipulation that allow experimental subjects to alter the physical world through mental power alone, while quantum energy patterns and consciousness waves merge in the laboratory environment. Modern quantum computing facility influenced by Nazi theories about consciousness-based reality, with contemporary scientists using quantum computers to explore consciousness as energy that interacts with quantum systems, while parallel universe theories and quantum entanglement principles developed in the 1940s are now being implemented. Consciousness directly interacting with quantum systems, experimental subjects demonstrating telepathic communication through quantum entanglement between minds, information access bypassing normal sensory channels, and reality perception that differs significantly from normal physics, while quantum information fields shimmer around them. Ultra-classified quantum consciousness research facility, where the most dangerous experiments were stored, research into human consciousness, altering reality so destabilizing that admitting its existence would force a complete re-evaluation of human mental capabilities, with quantum field manipulation equipment operating in absolute secrecy. The ultimate quantum revelation, consciousness as a form of energy that can alter reality itself, with human minds interacting directly with the fundamental structure of space-time, quantum information fields responding to thought, and reality becoming subjective rather than objective through the power of enhanced human consciousness, rendered in apocalyptic manuscript style, suggesting the end of objective reality. Nazi laboratory, where scientists attempt to manipulate time itself through electromagnetic field generators and consciousness-based temporal technology, with experimental subjects experiencing temporal anomalies that violate normal causality while time distortion patterns ripple through the laboratory environment. Temporal field generator, creating controlled time distortions. Electromagnetic equipment, designed to send information and physical objects through time, with reality bending around the temporal apparatus, while causality loops create disturbances in the space-time continuum. Consciousness disconnected from linear time phenomenon, where experimental subjects demonstrate temporal awareness, allowing them to perceive past or future events as if occurring in the present, while normal chronological time flows around them as they access information from different temporal periods. Modern classified temporal research facility, monitoring temporal anomalies that may still be occurring today, with contemporary scientists tracking time distortions, while temporal field generators continue to operate in absolute secrecy, suggesting time travel research never truly ended after the war. Temporal anomaly, creating causality loops, information existing before it was created, objects moving through time in impossible ways, while subjects demonstrate precognitive abilities and retrocognitive perception that allows them to predict or recall events according to normal chronology. The ultimate temporal revelation, time itself, as a manipulable dimension like space or matter, with human consciousness directly interfacing with temporal fields, causality loops disrupting normal reality, and the fundamental nature of time being altered through Nazi experiments that could revolutionize physics, rendered in apocalyptic manuscript style, suggesting the end of linear time. Nazi laboratory, where scientists develop dimensional travel technology to access parallel dimensions and alternate realities, with experimental subjects demonstrating awareness of information they couldn't have acquired through normal channels, while dimensional interfaces and multiverse theories manifest as mystical mathematical equations. Consciousness serving as interface between different dimensional realities, with subjects accessing information, capabilities, or technologies that originated in parallel universes, while dimensional portals and reality boundaries blur around experimental subjects who demonstrate abilities from alternate dimensions. Modern classified dimensional research facility, still searching for ways to access parallel realities, with contemporary scientists using dimensional interfaces to bring back technologies or knowledge from alternate universes that could transform human civilization, while parallel reality overlays show infinite possibilities. Successful dimensional access, creating channels between our reality and alternate dimensions, with researchers bringing back technologies from parallel universes that contain different versions of history, different technological developments, and different versions of human evolution that don't exist in normal reality. Multiverse theory manifest as infinite parallel realities, with dimensional interfaces allowing consciousness to access alternate versions of human civilization, while scientists successfully navigate between parallel universes that contain enhanced technologies and capabilities beyond our world's understanding. The ultimate dimensional revelation, human consciousness, directly interfacing with infinite parallel realities, bringing back technologies and knowledge that transform civilization, while reality itself becomes subjective through access to alternate dimensions, rendered in cosmic manuscript style, suggesting the end of single reality existence and the beginning of multiverse consciousness. Contemporary night sky, with luminous craft hovering above modern city, people pointing upward in wonder and fear, strange geometric lights streaming from aircraft, urban landscape bathed in ethereal blue-green glow, modern buildings reflecting impossible technological signatures, documentary investigation, aesthetic with grainy video quality texture, close-up of human hands, glowing with healing energy, medical charts and DNA helixes floating around figure, hospital setting with patients experiencing spontaneous recovery, advanced medical equipment monitoring impossible biological functions, sterile white environments contrasted with supernatural golden healing light, scientific mystery atmosphere, military aircraft with impossible aerodynamic designs, sleek metallic surfaces reflecting anomalous energy signatures, advanced propulsion systems leaving temporal distortion trails, classified testing facility with observing scientists, technology decades ahead of conventional development, ominous government black site architecture against desert landscape, mysterious geographical location with distorted physics, trees growing in spiral patterns, gravity-defying rock formations, reality ripples visible in atmosphere, scientists with measuring instruments recording impossible data, geometric energy patterns emanating from ground, remote wilderness setting with supernatural physics, alterations, researcher's desk covered with classified documents, photographs of unexplained phenomena, charts showing temporal correlations, Dr. Elena Vasquez, analyzing data from 1985 to 2005, National Research Council files scattered with Nazi symbols hidden in modern government stamps, investigative documentation aesthetic with redacted text and mysterious coordinates, split-screen comparison showing 1,940 seconds Nazi laboratory equipment beside modern research facilities, scientists from different eras working on similar impossible experiments, temporal bridge connecting past and present through energy streams, continuity of research across decades, documentary revelation style with contrasting time periods, split screen showing 1,940 seconds, Nazi laboratory with primitive computers beside modern smartphone displaying quantum processing visualizations, technological evolution bridge connecting different eras, scientists from both time periods working with similar principles, advanced electronics emerging from classified research, documentary revelation aesthetic with temporal technology comparison, modern materials, science, laboratory with exotic materials, metamaterials, graphene sheets, quantum dots, alongside 1,940 seconds, Nazi crystal research equipment, atomic structures floating between time periods, breakthrough innovations showing continuity of development, advanced manufacturing processes with impossible precision, scientific discovery, timeline visualization, military aerospace facility with advanced aircraft featuring impossible propulsion systems, space technology decades ahead of conventional design, classified research documents with Nazi symbols integrated into modern government files, black site testing environments with ultra-advanced materials, technology gap between public and classified development, modern tech company headquarters with quantum computing arrays, data centers running on principles that predate public discovery, corporate executives reviewing classified research materials, Silicon Valley innovation built on hidden foundations, technology companies with access to suppressed scientific knowledge, corporate government partnership, aesthetic, underground research facility with quantum computers, fusion energy systems, and advanced AI processing, scientists working with technology decades ahead of public development, classified research programs absorbing Nazi experiments, secret scientific breakthroughs hidden from mainstream development, forbidden technology in controlled environments, visualization of technological debt, modern civilization, smartphones, internet, space technology, built on foundations of classified Nazi research, Scientific discoveries still suppressed in underground facilities. Innovation timeline showing hidden origins of breakthrough technologies. Contemporary world dependent on forbidden knowledge. Documentary conclusion. Aesthetic with global technology implications. Split screen showing 1,940 seconds Nazi propaganda machine alongside modern social media feeds. Mass rallies transforming into digital engagement metrics. Psychological warfare techniques evolving into content algorithms. Crowd manipulation transitioning to behavioral conditioning. Historical propaganda posters morphing into personalized digital advertisements. Documentary revelation aesthetic. Modern surveillance center with massive data screens showing citizen tracking systems, biometric monitoring equipment, predictive analysis algorithms. 1,940 seconds, concentration camp, record-keeping transformed into digital behavioral profiling, government monitoring facilities with Nazi research foundations, social control through technology evolution, ominous black site aesthetics, contemporary marketing boardroom with focus groups under observation, psychological profiling techniques derived from Nazi experiments, behavioral conditioning methods applied to consumer research, corporate boardrooms using manipulation techniques perfected on prisoners, modern consumer culture built on forbidden psychological knowledge, commercial psychological warfare aesthetics, political messaging control center with social media manipulation tools, behavioral modification programs targeting entire populations, modern political campaigns using psychological techniques first tested in Nazi Germany, mass population control through digital means, propaganda evolution from physical posters to algorithmic influence, political manipulation facility design, modern social engineering laboratory with psychological conditioning chambers, behavioral modification experiments, continuing Nazi research methods, subjects under observation in controlled environments, refinement of human psychology, manipulation techniques, contemporary research facilities building on concentration camp experiments, scientific horror aesthetic with modern clinical settings, global visualization of social control networks. Billions of people unknowingly manipulated by psychological techniques derived from Nazi research, surveillance systems monitoring entire populations, social media platforms using behavioral conditioning principles, modern society's invisible psychological architecture, worldwide impact of forbidden psychological knowledge, documentary conclusion with global implications. Vaulted underground archive with classified Nazi research files containing solutions to aging, disease, and energy problems. Massive locked cabinets with red classification stamps. Scientists denied access to potentially life-saving knowledge. Forbidden archives, keeping humanity's solutions hidden. Ominous institutional architecture with security barriers. Documentary investigation aesthetic. Modern research laboratory disconnected from mainstream science. Scientists working in classified facilities without ethical oversight or peer review. Advanced consciousness and genetics. Research conducted in secret. Forbidden technology development outside normal scientific channels. Isolated research environments with top-secret clearances. Underground scientific operation aesthetic. Split screen showing widespread human problems, diseases, aging populations, energy shortages, alongside classified solutions locked in government vaults, humanitarian crises that could be resolved through suppressed Nazi research, tragic inefficiency of keeping beneficial knowledge secret, visual contrast between suffering humanity and accessible solutions, documentary revelation with moral implications, scientific underground network of researchers pursuing forbidden knowledge without ethical constraints, underground facilities conducting dangerous experiments outside normal oversight, rogue scientists developing technology without institutional controls, scientific rebellion against classification barriers, clandestine research operations with illegal knowledge acquisition, rebellious scientific community, aesthetic, timeline visualization showing scientists wasting decades rediscovering solutions that already exist in classified files, academic researchers pursuing failed paths while ignoring proven research, institutional inefficiencies caused by knowledge suppression, wasted resources, and lost time in scientific development, academic frustration with artificial limitations, systemic research, dysfunction visualization, global scientific advancement crisis, humanity's potential artificially constrained by classification requirements, entire fields of inquiry limited by security necessities, mainstream science operating with incomplete knowledge, while breakthrough solutions remain classified, modern scientific civilization operating below its potential, documentary conclusion with institutional crisis implications, underground network of scientists sharing classified information across international boundaries, clandestine meetings in safe houses, encrypted communications between researchers, hidden documents being passed between brave individuals, secret whistleblower network with shadowy figures exchanging dangerous knowledge, documentary revelation aesthetic with covert operations, individual whistleblower facing systematic suppression and career destruction, academic papers rejected, research grants denied, professional reputation destroyed, government agents watching from distance, isolated scientists standing against institutional power, brave individual facing overwhelming opposition, heroic resistance against suppression, international research connections, exposing ongoing Nazi experiments under different names, scientists across different countries, sharing evidence of classified programs, global network of researchers revealing forbidden knowledge, cross-border collaboration to expose hidden research, international conspiracy to protect Nazi discoveries, documentary investigation spanning multiple nations, dangerous leaked information about human enhancement programs affecting millions of unaware subjects, classified documents revealing ongoing experiments, research exposing people unknowingly participating in Nazi-derived studies, whistleblower revelations with massive social implications, forbidden knowledge threatening established institutions, heroic disclosure of hidden human experimentation, threatened whistleblower facing career destruction, legal prosecution, and family harassment, government agents applying sophisticated suppression methods, brave researcher protecting dangerous secrets despite personal danger, intimidation tactics beyond normal institutional power, individual standing against government protection of classified research, courageous resistance against systematic oppression, heroic visualization of last line of defense against suppression of humanity's crucial knowledge, brave individuals ensuring Nazi discoveries don't remain buried forever, whistleblowers representing hope for transparency in forbidden research, heroic network protecting knowledge humanity needs to solve greatest challenges, documentary conclusion celebrating courage in face of overwhelming institutional power, futuristic vision of enhanced humans becoming necessary for survival in increasingly complex world, technological advancement accelerating beyond normal human capabilities, global challenges requiring enhanced abilities, humanity facing evolutionary pressure to adopt Nazi-derived enhancements, prophetic timeline toward enhancement necessity, documentary prophecy, aesthetic with futuristic urgency, secret government enhancement programs, continuing Nazi research under different names, classified facilities developing human augmentation technologies, military and scientific institutions, maintaining strategic advantages through forbidden knowledge, modern research laboratories, building on concentration camp experiments, black site enhancement facilities with advanced biological modification equipment, clandestine institutional conspiracy, inevitable revelation, forcing humanity to confront ethical implications of enhancement, classified research becoming impossible to suppress, whistleblower disclosures, exposing secret programs to global public, humanity forced to confront origins of enhancement technology, dramatic revelation moment with universal implications, documentary exposure with existential consequences, societal transformation requiring complete re-evaluation of human rights and individual identity, enhanced versus normal humans creating new social hierarchies, philosophical crisis about what defines humanity, people choosing between enhancement and unmodified existence, enhanced individuals with Nazi-derived capabilities, societal division with profound ethical implications, ultimate ethical choice facing humanity, using enhancement technology responsibly while avoiding repetition of Nazi ethical disasters, wisdom required to develop enhancement ethically, scientists and ethicists grappling with responsibility of applying forbidden knowledge, institutional committees debating human enhancement guidelines, moral framework for responsible technological application, ethical decision-making with universal consequences, global choice, confronting every person on Earth, remaining normal versus becoming enhanced, universal human decision about accepting Nazi-derived capabilities, dramatic revelation, forcing individual choice about enhancement participation, prophetic vision of humanity at crossroads, every person facing same fundamental choice Nazis presented 80 years ago, documentary conclusion, with ultimate human implications, massive data leaks exposing classified Nazi research, declassified archives, spilling forbidden secrets, independent researchers persistent in investigation, digital information, democracy breaking through classification barriers, technological advancement, making secrecy impossible, documentary revelation with digital chaos aesthetic, walls of secrecy crumbling under investigation weight, nations forced to reveal human enhancement research for competitive advantages, international competition driving disclosure, classified programs becoming public knowledge, strategic advantages disappearing as technology democratizes, global scientific transparency emerging from necessity, geopolitical pressure forcing revelation of forbidden knowledge, competitive international landscape, enhanced individuals appearing in public records, still alive decades after supposed elimination, carrying secrets about human potential, living proof of successful Nazi research, enhanced humans with impossible capabilities visible to society, survivors of classified experiments now showing their abilities, documentary evidence of successful human modification, society forced to re-evaluate human rights and identity when enhanced individuals become visible, complete transformation of human understanding, normal versus enhanced humans creating new social categories, fundamental questions about what defines humanity. Philosophical crisis as superhuman capabilities become public knowledge, societal adaptation to impossible human abilities, ethical framework for enhanced existence, nations preparing legal frameworks for human enhancement coexistence, preparing world where enhanced and unenhanced humans must live together, legal systems adapting to superhuman capabilities, ethical guidelines for human modification, preparing society for visible differences between normal and enhanced humans, institutional preparation for impossible reality, government planning for enhanced human integration, humanity approaching moment of full truth confrontation about scientific and ethical foundations, inevitable revelation making secrecy impossible, technology becoming too advanced to hide, humanity at crossroads of self-understanding, documentary climax with universal implications, prophetic vision of humanity facing ultimate truth about its potential and origins, revelation becoming unavoidable through technological necessity. Global map showing nations divided between enhancement superpowers and normal countries, enhanced nations with technological and military advantages, dramatic geopolitical restructuring around human enhancement access, world order transformation with enhanced countries dominating, international power gap visualization, documentary geopolitics with enhancement gap implications, arms race evolution into human capability enhancement competition, nations racing to develop transcended biological limitations, military facilities with enhanced soldier programs, technological competition beyond conventional warfare, new form of international competition based on human modification, classified enhancement programs competing for global dominance, arms race transformation, aesthetic, enhanced leaders and officials in positions of power influencing global events invisibly, individuals with enhanced intelligence making world-changing decisions, invisible governance by superhuman capabilities, leaders with Nazi-derived enhancements operating beyond normal human limitations, political power structures transformed by enhanced individuals, hidden influence of modified humans on global events, international law and diplomatic protocols restructuring to accommodate enhanced humans, legal frameworks adapting to non-normal capabilities, new diplomatic protocols for superhuman participants, international institutions redesigned for enhancement reality, global governance systems, evolving beyond traditional structures, legal transformation for enhanced existence, social integration challenges for enhanced individuals requiring different legal treatment and social protections, enhanced humans needing separate rights frameworks, non-normal capabilities demanding special legal status, social systems accommodating advanced human modifications, integration challenges between enhanced and normal populations, new social categories emerging from human enhancement. New international power tier formed by countries possessing Nazi-derived enhancement technology, enhanced nations operating according to rules normal countries cannot understand, global hierarchy restructured around forbidden research access, international relations between enhanced and unenhanced nations, documentary conclusion showing fundamental restructuring of world order based on human potential discoveries, every person on Earth facing the ultimate choice between remaining normal and becoming something more, individual decision-making about human enhancement, global choice confronting every human being, philosophical crossroads with enhancement versus limitation, ultimate human decision about transcending biological boundaries, documentary conclusion with universal implications, split visualization showing beneficial enhancement uses life extension, disease elimination, cognitive enhancement, suffering elimination, contrasted with exploitation for control and domination, ethical implications of enhancement technology, choices between healing and power, beneficial versus harmful applications of forbidden knowledge, moral framework for enhancement decisions, ethical choice visualization, decision to reveal or suppress Nazi research determining human evolution versus stagnation, survival of species depending on enhancement acceptance, humanity facing existential challenges requiring transcended capabilities, technological advancement, environmental challenges, and global competition demanding beyond normal abilities, documentary revelation with species-level implications, evolutionary pressure, visualization, enhanced humans representing living proof that techniques work, preview of humanity's potential future, existence-making enhancement choice unavoidable, proof of human transcendence through scientific intervention, enhanced individuals with impossible capabilities demonstrating what's possible, living evidence of successful human modification, documentary proof of transcendence, individual choice between remaining unmodified and accepting life-extending, capability-enhancing modifications, personal decision about enhancement participation, choice becoming not whether to enhance, but when and to what extent, individual empowerment, facing enhancement decisions, personal responsibility for human evolution, documentary empowerment with individual agency, ultimate philosophical conclusion, humanity at the precipice of choosing its evolutionary path, wisdom required to use enhancement technologies responsibly without repeating ethical disasters, global species-level choice, about accepting forbidden knowledge, documentary finale, showing humanity facing its most important decision, philosophical gravity of transcending biological limitations, ultimate choice visualization with cosmic implications. Thank you for watched videos.